All right. Hello, 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 hello. Everyone, I'm Jamaal Mitchell, and I hope that you're having a magnificent day right now. And if you aren't, I hope that after this message that you receive, that you'll feel much better. Because today, I'm going to talk to you about something that I really believe. Something I really believe is that action has no season, but the future, your future is right now. That's right now. But what you do with these moments that you have right now, not yesterday, not the day after, but in the present moment. The present moment, that's what I'm talking about, being present, okay? Okay, so I'm going to give you three things, not one, not two, but three things that you can utilize and you can think about to completely transform your life, regardless of your present circumstances and conditions. What are those three things? It's understanding the role that you have in life. First role is the writer. Second role is the director. And the third role is the producer. Now, what does a writer do? What a writer does? What do you think a writer does? You've read a book before. You've read some books that were not so good, and you've also read some books that were really amazing, right? Or maybe you don't read at all. Or maybe you prefer an audiobook, which I'm sure you've heard some audiobooks that sound good based off of the person's voice, and some of those audiobooks sound trash, for lack of better words, because I've had some that I really do not like, but I still listen to it because I get some good content out of it, right? But what does a writer really do? Well, a good writer tells a story that engages you and has you walking away with some questions, right? Engagement and questions. So when you look back at your life, look at your life as just a story, right? And throughout the story, you're going to have several chapters. But a lot of us are not really living, right? We're just allowing life to happen to us because we aren't writing down what we want to happen. I believe it was Denzel Washington that said, if you don't write down a goal or something like that, and you fail to plan, and you're planning to fail. But if you plan, then you're planning to actually work towards something. So it's time for you to start planning. It's time for you to become a writer and write out the script that you want for your life. I'm not talking about just any old script. Not just any old script. I want you to write out your dream life, your fantasy life, right? Write out a world that only you can imagine. Because you are God's greatest form of creation, right? So this manufacturer created you to be magnificent. He did not create you to be average. He did not create you to be stuck. He did not create you to believe that what you have right now just is what it is and it ain't gonna get better from here. This is the way God made me. No, that is not true. I do not believe that for anybody. I believe that you can improve in anything. Think about it. I don't know who you are, but maybe you were good at basketball, right? You may have been naturally talented, but after a while you put in some work, and then what happened? You may have gone from good to great, or from great to phenomenal. But what did you have to do that? Right? You had to put in the time, effort, and energy. You had to visualize, which brings me to my second point. You had to see something bigger from you. You had to work towards something. What does that mean? That means you had to direct. Well, what does a director do? Well, a director facilitates the vision of the writer. So what does that mean? Well, that means once you write something down, right? Once you write down that magnificent script, then you've got to direct it. You've got to put the right people in the right places. You've got to visualize exactly how to make that thing come true. And what made that thing come true for you? If you were playing sports, or if you were getting a degree, or whatever it is that you were doing, what made it come true? You had to put in the time, the effort, and the energy, right? To master in that craft. Steve Harv Eker says in Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, everything starts off hard at first, it's messy in the middle, and easy at the end. Something I need for y'all to know. Everything in life is going to be like that. So stop being afraid of doing things that you've never done before. Why? Well, it's simple. Everything in life is going to be that way. If you can't cook right now, that's fine. Guess what? Get some cookbooks. Start cooking, right? Eventually you will progress. You will get better. People may not want to eat your food at all at the present moment, because there's some people whose food I still wouldn't eat, even if I knew they had a cookbook, because I've had some poor experiences with them. But everything that you do, you're going to get better at. So stop beating yourself up. Stop trying to be perfect. And instead understand that you are perfectly human. You are going to make some mistakes. You are going to have some hiccups. You are going to have some setbacks. Haven't you all? Let me ask you this. Name one person that you know that has not had a hiccup, a setback, or made a mistake ever in life. One person. Other than God. Yeah, I had to go there because I know some of y'all was going to be like, well, God didn't have no mistakes. God was perfect. Yeah, okay, but other than God. And even with God, God created the world, right? He created the dinosaurs, right? And whatever he did with the dinosaurs was cool, but he felt that he could do something better, and then he created this highest form of creation. And over the time, the years developed, and he created us, the highest form of his creation, right? And then what are we then? If we're writers and we're directors, what's the third thing that you have to do? After you write and you direct, you have to produce, right? So what inventory do you have that's lying inside of you that you need to begin producing now? You got to begin producing something. Why? Because if you're not producing, then you aren't being fruitful. Being fruitful does not mean to multiply. Being fruitful means to be productive. Wise words from the brother Dr. Miles Monroe. Rest his soul. So after you produce, what does a producer need? Writers need directors, need producers. And what's that last little piece? Ooh, you got it, an actor. And what is a really good actor going to do? A really good actor is going to personify the character. What character? What character am I going to personify? I'm going to personify the character that the writer created, right? In conjunction with the vision of the director, right? I need to put those things together, okay? So once we put those things together, what happens? You get something magnificent. So let me ask you a question real quick. Are you an actor or are you an extra? You see, you don't write the lead role out of a script, but an extra can get sent home at any time. You know, look back in the history books. Who do you think they write about? The actors or the extras? At the end of life, you're going to have this scoreboard, right? And the scoreboard is going to have some points, some rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. So what will your stats reveal about you? What are your points going to say? How much wealth did you accumulate? How much better off is the world because you were here? Rebounds. How many things did you bounce back from with the same tenacity? I'm talking about tenacity. Bouncing back and going back at it again, right? And then after you got your rebounds, what else do we have on there? We've got some steals, right? How many opportunities did you pounce on, right? Pounce on it and take it to the hole. Maybe you did a finger roll. Maybe you threw an alley-oop. Maybe you pulled up from deep and shot that three. Swish. But how many times did you take advantage of an opportunity, steal it away, or popped on it, pounced on it, and then took it to the cup? And then what about your blocks? Because you're going to have to get good with your block game. You're going to have to block a lot of people, places, things, substances, conditions, temptations out of your life if you want to become the best version of you. Right? And then my favorite thing, assist. How did you lift as you climbed? How many people are better off because of the contributions that you put into the world? Huh? How many people got blessed because of what you did? You see, you've got gifts and talents that are hidden deep inside of you. And when you bring those gifts and talents deep outside of you, you're going to create opportunities for people around you. There's people around you that are waiting for you to become what it is that you need to become so that you can actually provide them with services. They've got a dream that's only possible because of your dream. They've got a gift that's really only possible because of your gift, but because you're sitting at home and you've got your game on pause, nothing is happening. And I get it. You got to rest if you must, but don't quit. So please take those three things. Well, I added an extra one in there, so it's actually 4. Please understand that you are the writer, the director, the producer, the actor. Don't be the extra, but put in the effort. You got this. You got this. I believe in you.